Hey everyone, I'm Larry Walsh,
And I'm Bryn Nettesheim.
and this is Channelnomics and the Margins, and we're coming to you from where are we, Bryn?
This is something I always have to do. Like, Larry, you don't know where we are. All right, we're in Bardstown, Kentucky. And it's famous for, of course, being on the Bourbon Trail, home of bluegrass, and Louisville Slugger Museum. That's three. But my most favorite piece of trivia that I've learned coming on this client trip is Bardstown is famous for the world's largest amount of disco ball production.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
It's who knew that the place known for whiskey and bluegrass would be the largest producer of disco balls in the United States.
But I think it's a really good transition to our topic today is that for every place, there needs to be great diversity in a good plan, right? You don't want to rely on just one thing to carry you across the finish line, right? And what we want to talk with you about today is the importance of having well-rounded strategic plans in place with your partners.
Well, I think it's more than just strategic plans; it's strategic intent.
Okay, and that's where it starts, right?
And so Bryn and I we're sitting here, we're talking about the conversations we've been having with partners and our clients team here. And look, it's simple. Everyone goes to these meetings like this and they wanted to say to the partners, we want you to do more with us. We want you to sell more. But there's not a lot of what I would call mutual or bilateral intent.
Well, if you talk with a partner, they're going to say, okay, well, how much more do you want me to sell? How much more can I possibly sell? It becomes an issue of resources, opportunity identification, vision, and that I think is kind of a combination of whatever the vendor's product is, aligning to customer need and innovation.
Yeah.
Right?
But there has to be opportunity. And one of the things that we're hearing more about is that there is growing opportunity in the market, but there's also growing competition. It's competition between the vendors, it's competition between the partners. And so there really has to, the vendors and the partners really have to come together and level out the intent plus opportunity, plus, as Bryn was describing, the level of effort and resources that need to go into it.
Yeah, the tactical elements.
Right. Right. And in order to achieve the results that everybody's looking for.
Yeah.
It's not automatic.
Otherwise, everyone's just kind of throwing elbows. I think for people who live and breathe in the channel ecosystem, right? We've all seen the evolution of different partner types kind of adopting different attributes or characteristics of others for survivability, right? And I think part of that is, well, I just said survivability, right? Market opportunity, but other things coming from customer demand, solution-based sales, the need for customers to demand outcomes, which propels or requires a partner to behave differently, right? They're not just selling you a phone. I have to sell you the full UCC suite and the phone and the connectivity and the other hardware, software, collaboration capabilities that go along with it.
Yeah,
right? So things start to get blurry.
Right. As I, and this is also thinking beyond, thinking three-dimensionally on this, is that it's not just the vendor and a partner coming to an agreement. It's the vendor and partner coming to agreement, recognizing where they still have gaps, and also accepting the fact that none of them, not one vendor, not one partner, can solve for the totality of the customer needs. You have to then reach outside of that relationship to find the other feeders that are going to complete the circuit. I'm going to throw a few more mixed metaphors.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's good. You came up with that. But it really is that this is really about everybody coming together. But everyone has to not only have agreement on what needs to be done, but also have a healthy understanding about what the outcomes are supposed to be for everybody that's involved in the go-to-market.
Because how else are you going to measure success?
That's right.
Right.
That's right. Or even having the willingness to engage, because if you don't, then you have a level of risk that's just going to be unacceptable. There's not enough ROI in it to validate the investment. So
I'm going to agree. I agree.
Excellent. It's about time you agree with me on something. And that's about all the time we have for this edition of In the Margins. If you like what we're doing here, hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends. And Bryn, what else should they be doing?
Call us.
Yes. Go check out what we have at Channelnomics in terms of our research, our best practices, and our services. We're here to help you.
Yep.
Until next time, I'm Larry Walsh.
And I'm Bryn Nettesheim.